Page number 77. Comprehension check. The comment 1. Now you have to participate actively. Okay. First question is, why does Indrani Devi dislike Dattada's hobnobbing with Divya? Why does Indrani Devi dislike Dattada's hobnobbing with Divya? Now, what or who was Divya? Okay, correct, Bani. First question, before answering this, just tell me who was Divya. If this question comes, who was Divya? Correct, Anmol. Divya was the name of the telescope, right? Okay, so telescope, correct. Now, why does Indrani Devi dislike Dattada's hobnobbing with Divya? Why she doesn't like that telescope? What was the reason? Bani has already given the answer and her answer is correct. But I want others to give the answer also. So hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up. Why does Indrani Devi dislike Dattada's hobnobbing with Divya? Bani's answer is because she thought that Divya had put spell on him. What about others? Hurry up, give answer. Hurry up. Why does she dislike Dattada's hobnobbing with Divya? No one? Because he did not give time to her. Correct, Medha. This is also correct. Because he did not give time to her. Dattada was always busy during night with Divya. He never cared for his wife or about himself. Correct, Raghav. Correct answer. So it's Indrani Devi dislikes Divya, that telescope, because you can say she has compared the telescope with a woman, with a designing woman who had, you can say, who has trapped her husband. Okay, who has trapped her husband. So that is why she doesn't like Divya, because that Dattada, he spends his time watching stars, gazing stars. Okay, he spends his time, you can say, with Divya instead of his wife. So that is why she doesn't like Divya. Understood? Next is, she is complaining and smiling. Why is she smiling? Why is she smiling? Okay, I got one more answer from Avni. Avni, that is first answer. For Indrani Devi, Divya was like a designing woman who had trapped her husband by putting a spell on him. Correct. Second answer given by Bani, she was complaining and smiling because she was complaining about Dattada with non-living things. She was complaining about Dattada's careless nature. Okay. And then she was also smiling that how you can say his behavior was like a child. Means there was sweater lying just on that table, and still he didn't. It's in present tense. Yes, still he doesn't wear that sweater. Okay, and then how he forgets to close the door. How he forgets to shut the door. Okay, so she was smiling. You can say she was smiling at the behavior, ignorance of her husband. She was smiling at the ignorance and the childlike behavior of her husband. Then explain. It was already instructed that he has to be more precautious about cold. Still, he doesn't wear his sweater. Then he forgot to close the door. All these things. Medha asked Manan to rename. Only Bani is giving the answer. What about others? Where are you? I want answers from everyone. Next is, what was Dattada's secret ambition? What was Dattada's secret ambition? Dattada's secret ambition was to discover the comet, as many scientists would not think about it and they will do their pending project. So he wants to discover a new thing. Okay. Again, this answer is given by Vani. What about others? Hurry up. What was Dattada's secret ambition? Medha asked Manan to rename and then join. Hurry up. Okay, Abhi has given the answer. Dattada's secret ambition was to find a new comet. He used to sit on the roof and look through Divya to find a new comet. Okay, correct. Prabal is saying Dattada was an amateur astronomer whose secret ambition was to find a comet one fine day. To him, the telescope marked the fulfillment of the mission of a lifetime. He was optimistic that the professionals with their pre-assigned programs might miss such an insignificant thing as a comet, as they would be exploring faint stars and nebulous galaxies. Okay, correct. Dattada's secret ambition was to find a comet. Okay, his secret ambition was to find a comet, and then you can add the other things also, that he was optimistic about this because according to him, the scientists would be busy with their assigned tasks and all. Second part is, what did he do to achieve it? What did he do to achieve it? Means achieve his ambition. What did he do to achieve it? Okay, he also went to his terrace, discovered the things by 8-inch telescope, and noted down all things in charts and calculated the things from his pocket calculator. Okay. Okay, Bani. Any other thing? Hurry up, hurry up. Give answer. Think how he managed to get the telescope. Right? And then after getting that telescope, okay, he used to go to the terrace, and by looking in Divya's eyes, he looked for comet and used to note the things. Correct? Correct. But see, you have to add one more point, that to achieve his ambition, to fulfill his dream, he needed extra time. He needed time and money to buy the telescope. So first thing, the first step was that after his retirement, when he got money and spare time, he invested it for his ambition, invested it in his ambition. Okay. So with the retirement money, he bought that telescope, and then add these things, that he used to go to that terrace and spend the time looking at stars. Okay, Prabal is saying, being an amateur astronomer, Dattada had always longed to have enough money to buy a good telescope and enough spare time to gaze the night sky with it. He fulfilled his desire after his retirement and bought an 8-inch long telescope, which he called Divya Chakshu or Divine Eye. Every night, Dattada would sit with Divya and gaze at the star-studded sky with the hope of discovering a comet. This is because he was confident that the professionals might miss such an insignificant activity due to their pre-assigned space exploration programs. Correct answer. Next, what is the difference between a planet and a comet as given in the story? What is the difference between, difference between a planet and comet is that when comet appears, it destroys everything and come once in 10 years. 10 years? Sure, it's 10 years. And then Once in a while, it has for centuries. Okay. But when planet is made, it doesn't destroy anything. Okay. Is it, Bani, you have to give this answer as it is given in the story. Come to page number 75. Here. This paragraph, the second paragraph, like every other. Okay, Noor is saying, according to the story, the difference is that comets are new objects that come from the remote corners of the solar system. Like planets, comets also orbit around the sun, but their orbits are highly eccentric. Hence, once in a while, a comet comes closer to the sun. A comet has a longish tail that is lit brilliantly by the sunlight, and then suddenly it recedes into darkness, not to be seen again for years or for centuries. Correct. Correct, Eknoor. Agni is saying planets are big pieces of stones who revolved around the sun, but comets are different. They also revolve the sun, but their orbits are very large. They come near the sun after many centuries and had a long tail. Correct. Okay, so this whole paragraph is actually the answer. Change it, mold this paragraph and write in your own words. Got it? Next is, why was Datta hopeful that he would discover a new comet soon? I think you have already given this answer so many times. Why was Datta hopeful that he would discover a new comet soon? Because he thought that the scientists, the professional scientists, would be busy with their pre-assigned task and they would not yes, Bani, this is correct. He had a hope that would find comet soon, as one day he saw it with his telescope. But before that, Bani, why was Datta hopeful? He was hopeful because he knew that scientists would be busy with other things, right, with their pre-assigned task, and they would not notice any insignificant event like comet. Okay. Okay, Prabal is saying again, same, I think same answer. It's being an amateur astronomer, Datta had always longed to have enough money to buy a telescope. Skip this part, Prabal, no need to write this. Yahan se, this is because he was confident that the professionals might miss such an insignificant activity due to their pre-assigned space exploration programs. That is why he was hopeful. Okay, this is the answer. Why does the, and you can add one more line. It is also, I think, mentioned that mostly the new comets are discovered by amateurs only, not by the professionals. Why does Datta say, I almost wish I had not discovered this? So the answer is, he said this because did, he did not want publicity and not wanted to attend the functions. Okay, Vani? Datta was hopeful that he would discover a new comet soon because he was aware that the professionals were. Okay, Prabal, this is, I think, your fifth answer, right? So it is correct. Now we are on sixth answer. So Raghav is saying Datta was not happy with his publicity. Being an introvert, he didn't like attending receptions and functions organized in his honor. He got so fed up that he began to think that he had not discovered the comet. Correct. Anmol is saying Datta was optimistic. He was an unprofessional scientist and the professional scientists were busy in their other works. Also, he could spend. Okay, again, Anmol, it's, I think, your fifth answer. So, correct? Yes, Prabal. So, Datta, why does he? I got only one answer. That is from Bani. And Raghav. Okay, while returning from one such ceremony, Datta muttered to himself in disgust, I almost Wish I had not discovered this comet. This is because the discovery of a new comet by Datada brought in unwelcome, yes, correct, brought in unwelcome publicity to him, and there were, Mehak, just a second. Okay, so Prabal is saying while returning from home, okay, there were numerous receptions and functions to attend. He was an introvert person, and all those publicity stunts were not of his liking. Correct. Bani is saying she was unhappy. He was okay. Next question, Bani, just wait. Wait. Okay, so Datada was unhappy because he was an introvert and he didn't want that fame. Okay, that publicity. So that is why he was unhappy. Next is, why is his wife unhappy about the discovery? Bani has given the answer that she was unhappy because comets bring ill luck, and she did not want that her husband should be associated with an ill luck. Okay, okay, not ill luck thing, with such a thing you can say. Anmol is saying Indrani Devi was unhappy. Unhappy because of discovery. Wait, Indrani Devi was unhappy about his discovery because in her belief comets bring ill luck, and she wished a good man like Datada was not associated with comet discovery. Prabal is saying Dattada's wife Indrani Devi was unhappy about the discovery because she thought that comets bring ill luck or cause unnatural calamities to earth. Moreover, she was concerned that a good man like Dattada should not have. Okay. Now, Mehak, your answer. Why is his wife unhappy about the discovery? Page number 77. Last question. Why is his wife unhappy about the discovery? Finally, I have one student जिससे मैं बात कर सकती हूँ. That I am sure कि वो सुन ही रहा है. Hurry up, hurry up. Chalo, why she wasn't happy? Because
she believes that comments bring
ill luck. So that is why she wasn't happy. His wife was unhappy because according to her, comets brought ill luck, and she did not want her husband to be associated with the discovery of a comet. Correct, Agni. Now, last comprehension check. Page number 80. Bani, wait, let me read the question. How did Sir John get hold of James' original manuscript? As the Nature publisher is the friend of Sir John, so he got the original manuscript. Okay, Bani. What about others? ऐसे ही गलत है. अच्छा. Hurry up, hurry up. No, not allowed. Hurry up. Hurry up, answer quickly. Only Bani has given the answer. How did Sir John get hold of James' original manuscript? Did he know him? What is the name of that publisher? Hurry up. यही होता है. I don't get answers from them ना, तो फिर it looks like. Correct, Bani. Taylor. But what about others? Prabal, Raghav, Avni, Anve, though he is not supposed to say anything during the class, online class. Anmol. Hurry up, give answer. Okay. Eknoor is saying James' original manuscript was published in the paper Nature. Sir John got hold of it from Mr. Taylor, who was the editor of Nature, and he was also his friend. Correct. So it was to be published. Ek to make changes that his original manuscript was to be published in the paper Nature. But before that, Mr. Taylor met Sir John, and he wanted his opinion. So he gave the original manuscript to his friend. James gave his manuscript to a publisher, which was Abni Change, who was the friend of John. Before publishing it in the newspaper, he showed it to John to know whether it should be published or not. From there, he got the manuscript. Okay, correct, Avni. Prabal is saying Sir John got hold of James' original manuscript from Mr. Taylor, who wanted to get his opinion before sending it to a professional referee. Correct. Now, next is, what is the important point the paper makes? What is the important point the paper makes? Okay, it is so important that it should not be published as the people. No, Bani, the question is what is mentioned in the paper that it might cause a disaster. What might cause a disaster? What is the important point that was written in the paper? The important point that the paper makes is that comet Datta is likely to collide with the planet Earth soon. Comet Datta might cause a disaster. Oh, Anway is giving the answers. Very good. Yes, comet Datta might cause a disaster. Jayant is saying the important point that the paper makes is that the comet Datta would collide with the Earth soon. Correct. Yes, Bani, correct answer. Now is, why does Sir John say that James' paper should not be published? Why he said so, that the paper should not be published? Correct, Mehak. Raghav is saying Sir John opposes the publication of James' paper because his prediction would cause widespread panic in the world. Yes. It would create panic in the world as the people will be afraid. Correct. Correct, Bani. Okay, last is, what do the two men finally decide to do? James and Sir John. What was their final decision? Okay, to publish the manuscript with conditions, ifs and buts. And Bani is also saying they called the scientists. Yes, the meeting. They also decided to call the meeting. So first, that they decided if they want to publish the paper, ifs and buts must be added. And second is, they decided to call a secret conference. Is it okay? Understood? Any doubt? Okay. Now read, cold causes colds. Okay, Avni is saying the two men decided to have a meeting with the scientists of the world and decided that it should be published, paper should be published with ifs and buts. Correct. Correct, Avni. They decided to have a secret conference. Okay, add this word secret. Now they have given one fact. Cold causes colds. अक्सर हम कहते हैं सर्दी थी तो हमें cold हो गया. But that is not the reason. It is because of viruses. So the common cold is the world's most widespread illness, which is probably why there are more myths about it than any of the other illnesses. A widespread fallacy is that colds are caused by cold. They are not. They are caused by viruses passed on from person to person. If cold causes colds, it would be reasonable to expect the Eskimos to suffer from them permanently, but they do not. Understood? Now the comment 2 in this, I don't think we should start. Only 5 minutes left. Mehak is saying yes, as if Mehak has attended every whole period. Okay, yes. Any doubt? If no doubt, then I'm going to ask you questions. Who was Datada? Astronomer. Okay, non-professional astronomer. Avni, I think this time, 8 seconds. We have Comet 1, Comet 2, that's all. 2 chapters. This time, PT4. Literature of PT4 ना? यही होता है ना? Yes. Comet 1, Comet 2. Now we are going to discuss the last chapter. बानी ये कौन सा है? The ancient study. The ancient study. Where is it? Jalebis. This is deleted. है ancient studies? हाँ? It's not according to my book. Ancient education system of India. Okay. I don't think this is also included, but I'll ask. Okay, Bani, I'll ask. Otherwise, jalebis, this is deleted. Comet 1, Comet 2. It's in syllabus. Okay. Yes, Prabal, I have seen. Yes, Jevan. 1 and 2 are there. That's all. Okay. Anything else?